Everybody, welcome back. Here we are looking at Bbig tonight. So Bbig has seen a red 5-day period, and even on the 1 day, it is looking quite red. So the question for us in tonight's one is, after a red week and after a red Friday, what is going to come next for Bbig? Because Friday saw another relatively significant drop, falling by a further 6.18%. So you can see it does all add up, and now we are dropping. In the after hours on Friday, we were up by 0.6%, which is good, but obviously it's nowhere near enough to make up for the drop that we have seen in the trading hours. And like I said, the past week is still looking red. Thursday did look promising, but unfortunately we fell through that and we went a bit lower. So I'm going to be speaking about all of that in this video. If it sounds good, make sure to give it a like and of course subscribe to this channel. But do remember, we do not share financial advice, we just share personal opinions, and in this one I'm giving you my opinion. This is obviously something which I definitely recommend that you research, because you should research any investment that you're willing to make, and especially with a stock like Bbig, I think it is important to also speak about the extra risk that I believe that this stock carries, being a quote-unquote short squeeze stock, as people do like to call it. So make sure you're informed of the risk and make sure you're comfortable with it before making any decisions. But now on the 1-day chart, we can see Bbig has been falling throughout the day. In the morning we started to see a big steep sell-off, and this really started to end, I would say, around this point here, about 1:30. Now even from there we did start to drop lower and lower, so it has been a continuous red day, but obviously you could argue that we didn't really drop lower than the $5 mark for very long, which is a good sign. But yeah, we finished almost exactly bang on it. So the question really is now, what is going to come next for Bbig? Now the past week, you can see the pattern that we've noticed through that. Monday we were sat on almost $6. Now from there, we started to drop and drop and drop. This started to end down here at this point on Wednesday. So basically around the $5 mark exactly, we started to see this sell-off end. We dipped a little bit lower to the high 490s at this point towards the end of day. But yeah, things were looking okay for there, and it looked like we could have found the bottom for Bbig. Now from there, we actually saw good things continue as we started to rise going forwards into Thursday. We hit highs on Thursday which were all the way up at 574, almost making back for the entire loss that we have seen over the prior part of the week, but that didn't really stick either, and on Thursday we fell significantly lower, as you can see. And going forwards into Friday, like I said, this trend did just continue, unfortunately, and we just dropped and dropped and dropped. Now we did finish above the $5 mark on Friday, which is a good sign, but it's not necessarily indicative of what comes next in my opinion. Now with Bbig, I do like the stock. I think it has that potential for a short squeeze, and it has for a while, but we also need to look at the facts. And again, I'm not bearish on this stock, I do like to be quite bullish on the stock, and I definitely think there is a case for the potential of a move upwards coming. But I want to share both opinions with you in this video, because there are certainly two ways to look at the stock, and I think it's important to make sure you are informed as to both sides of the argument. And I'll share more of my personal opinions towards the end. So some people believe that Bbig, it could definitely be losing momentum as time does go on. Now, one thing that I certainly do believe with Bbig is that we do have the perfect data for that short squeeze to happen. It's completely fine. I think, yes, it definitely could lead to a short squeeze, but unfortunately, it works both ways, guys. We need to have the short data, fair enough, but we also need to have the interest from long investors. Now, this is something that we have obviously had from retail in the past, but as time does go on, my questioning is, how long will this remain? We have seen it in communities like AMC and GME before. It's been going on for months and months now, and the community is still there. So there is also an argument to make for Bbig community sticking with the stock. But as time goes on, and as Bbig is a less known about stock, and also because it is less researched in the sense that there is less community DD on it, my question is, will the community stay here? Because obviously we are seeing different stocks pop up all the time, seeing big gains on these and they drop, then another big stock comes along which people want to buy. My question is, will we see the community stick with Bbig long enough to make it see a short squeeze? Of course, if that is the case, fantastic, and we do have the potential to see big moves upwards, even if the price is dropping in the short term. So yeah, there is still an argument as to why that is important. So if we have the interest from retail, I think it definitely could be a good thing. But obviously, if that is starting to decline over time, especially as the price does drop, it could definitely indicate negative things for Bbig, and it is definitely hard to say. I think the stock does have that potential, though, to see a short squeeze. The data does hint to it. However, like I said, it works both ways, and we need to see people buying the stock, and we need to also see people holding the stock if we want to see that short squeeze actually unfold. Now let's go on to the bullish side of the argument, and for this I want to start us out on the more complex chart, and I want to zoom us into the most recent time period. So we're going to start off here on the 1 month chart, because one thing that we've been seeing in the past month is continuous drops across the market. You can see this especially on BBIG, falling quite quickly towards the beginning of the month, then from there going forwards into the later part it started to slow down a little bit, and this has really been kind of losing momentum, this drop, for time, which is a very good thing. And you can see now we have been below $5 for a small amount of time, just 2 days ago. But now it definitely is coming to a level where we could hopefully find a bit of a support. We have found supports at prior levels in the past. I think this definitely could be a perfect level to find a support for BBIG. $5 would be a really nice bounce. And like I said, that sell-off kind of has been losing momentum over a while. So it is also possible that we could be seeing a spike up coming very soon with this stock, in my personal opinion. I would love to see that, as like I said, I am bullish on BBIG, but I think it does also still require the interest of long investors if we want to see this one take that short squeeze. So yeah, I'm very happy with what we have seen with BBIG this week, in the sense that we haven't really dropped below $5. However, it would be obviously a lie to say that BBIG has had a fantastic week. It has fallen lower and it is a bit of a shame. So really, going forward into next week, I am looking for some growth. I think that would be the perfect scenario. I want to see us bounce off $5. I'm not even too bothered about seeing big growth into this week. I just want to see some growth. I want us to move above $5 and remain comfortable at a level above 5. That would be really nice, because if we drop any lower right now, I would definitely be quite concerned, especially if we drop below the 490s, because at least in the 490s prior we have found a bit of a support. So in my opinion, next week Monday is going to be crucial for the short to mid-term on this stock. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that the stock is over. I think there is still some real potential for this one, so don't think I'm saying that the stock is dead and that I'm being bearish. I just think it does require the interest from retail long investors as well if we want to see this one take big moves upwards. So tell me your opinions as to what we're going to see on Monday down below. I want to hear all that you guys have to say. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you all soon, guys. Goodbye. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching. See you soon.